Hey everybody, it's low carb and keto nutrition specialist Amy Berger bringing you keto without the crazy. Do you think I need a new intro? I feel like I might have to come up with a new opening for these videos. Not getting rid of keto without the crazy, but just some kind of new way to open the videos. Anyway, remember to check the links below. I record stuff out of order and publish them kind of out of order, so I don't know when this particular video goes live. I don't know which course we'll be offering, but we at Adapt Your Life Academy always have some kind of great course coming your way or in progress, so just check out the notes. You'll see which one is coming up soon. All right, let's get into the topic, shall we? Optimizing your keto or low carb diet. And this video is going to be a little difficult for me because the word optimize joins the ranks of a couple of other words that are like nails on a chalkboard to me. And they make me shudder. I kind of cringe when I hear them, let alone it's even worse if I have to say them. So the fact that I'm going to be saying the word optimize or optimal a lot is going to be a little rough. What are the other words in those ranks? Autophagy and inflammation. Oh, mostly because people bandy them about, use them all the time with very, very little understanding of what they actually mean. So, but let's not talk about those. Let's talk about optimizing. Sometimes I'll get inquiries from potential clients or, in the groups that I coach, people will say, I want to optimize my keto diet. I want to optimize this. I want to make sure this is optimal. And I always have to ask, optimize for what? What are we trying to accomplish here? Optimize for what? For weight loss? For controlling your blood sugar? For better energy levels? For mental health? For, mental clarity? For physical energy? What are we optimizing for? What is the main goal? What are we trying to accomplish? Because how will you know when you are optimal? How do you know when you've optimized? If you don't, you have to define it. You have to sort of know what the end goal is. Because if you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? Right? And it always kind of gives people pause when I ask that question. Well, first, optimize for what? What exactly are we trying to optimize here? And how will you know? How will you know when it is optimized or when you are optimal? And it's an important question because I think people should know, right? And then this brings up kind of a related issue where I see this a lot, and I'm sure this will resonate with some of you. Some of you I know are having a really hard time with keto, right? Like you're doing all the right things, or trying to do the things that you know you need to do, and it's just really hard to stick to, and that's a separate thing. Like those of you that are fairly far from where you want to get. Let's say you still have 30, 50, 100 pounds to lose. Maybe you are still well into the type 2 diabetes range in your blood sugar and your A1C. Maybe I don't know what, if you have PCOS, maybe your testosterone is still really high and your luteinizing hormone and all that stuff is still, unbalanced. Whatever it is, maybe you do still have a ways to go. Okay. This is actually meant more for the people who are actually either very close to where they want to get, again, whether that's with reversing type 2 diabetes, reversing PCOS, losing weight, improving mental health, mood stability. So very close to where they want to be. Already there, kind of maybe already at their goal weight, or already they feel well, they're off, whatever medications they were on, like things are great. Like they're already where they want to go. Or they're still kind of far from where they want to go, but they are making really good progress, and the progress is steady and good. So they trust that if they just keep doing what they're doing, they're going to get there. They're not concerned, like everything's going well in all three of these cases, right? This is people that are either very close to where they want to get, so they're almost there, they're already there, or they're far from there, but the progress is so good and they know that if they just keep on, they'll get there. The issue with this And these categories of people wanting to optimize is, it's you're kind of already there. What else could you do that would make this even better? Probably nothing. If everything is, that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I see far too many people out there trying to solve problems that they don't have, right? Don't try to fix a problem that you don't have. You know, and again, I know many of you are struggling and things like you kind of need help, like what am I doing wrong? Because I'm not making the progress I want to make. But again, what if you're really happy with how things are going? Maybe you don't need to optimize, you don't need to tweak and change anything, because where you are is perfectly good. You're already where you want to be, but you're worried to just kind of put things on autopilot because you're worried, like maybe there's something you don't know about that would make things even better. Maybe there's this one little tweak. If you just watch 87 more YouTube videos, but always watch mine. If you just listen to 46 more podcasts and you just read 98 more blog posts, you will find the magical thing that's going to take you from already optimal to more optimal. Like you're just kind of have this little panic in the back of your mind somewhere that, okay, things are great, but like maybe they could be better. What am I missing? Surely I have to be missing something. No. Sometimes you're just perfectly good right where you are. In fact, in my book, The Stall Slayer, stallslayer.com, there's a link below. You can also get it on Amazon. Stall, S-T-A-L-L, as in fat loss stall. In my book, The Stall Slayer, I have a whole chapter on setting realistic expectations, because I don't want somebody trying to break a fat loss stall when they don't have any more fat to lose, like when they're actually perfectly content where they are. And so I think the sentence I used is something like, you've been waiting to arrive and you didn't realize you've already been there for a while, right? When I get there, your arrival, like when I get to whatever situation you're trying to get to, what if you're already there? And again, you just have that nagging feeling, that little like fear that there's something more out there for you. Maybe there isn't. It's okay to be content. We actually call this is maybe only tangentially related. This is like a little more extreme example, but there's a phrase called the worried well. The worried well. And we use that in the health and nutrition world. They use it in the medical, physician world. And it's basically the worried well. It's people who are perfectly well, they're healthy, they're fit, they're whatever, or, as fit as they can be. But they're worried. They're worried about their health. They're worried that, again, they're like they're at the 98th percentile of health and fitness and wellness, and they want to be at 101, or they want to be at 99.6. And the anxiety and worry of that missing piece, that mythical missing piece, because it's actually nothing missing, the worry and anxiety of like, I'm not doing enough, I should be doing this, I should fast, I should tweak this, I should have one meal a day, I should that feeling is going to be worse for your physical and mental health than whatever minuscule piece might be missing, which again, it probably isn't anyway, you're just worried that it is. So I see both ends of that spectrum. I see the people that really are having a hard time and like just a lot of obstacles, a lot of problems, getting some momentum and getting the results they want. And then there's that opposite side where everything's actually going great and people are scared that it's not going great. Like they're almost afraid to be content. They're afraid to stop chasing the next thing, the newest thing, because there always is something new and next, right? Somebody's new magical supplement that they're going to scare you into taking. Somebody's new I don't know what their new strategy, because hey, just keeping your carbs low isn't enough. You have to keep your carbs low and stand on your head and drink this solution and do this 4 times a day and do this exact thing and sprint and take cold showers and go into a sauna. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't have that much more to say. I want to give you permission. Again, not that you need it. I say this all the time. Nobody needs my permission to do anything, but I see this in clients. Like, really, sometimes they did need not so much my permission, but my affirmation for them, my confirmation that they're actually doing perfectly fine. So many times I end a consultation with, "You are doing so much better than you think you are." Right? A lot of people come to me scared and worried and thinking, like, for whatever reason, weight, blood sugar, who knows. And sometimes they just need to hear me or a professional, someone that they respect, their authority, credential, whatever. They just need the professional person to say, I don't think you need to change anything here. Like, I'm looking at your paperwork. We've just talked for an hour. I think you're actually doing perfectly well. Like, I wouldn't change anything. I would just keep doing what you're doing. See ya. So you don't always have to be looking for the next greatest thing. Sometimes there isn't a next greatest thing. Sometimes what you're doing right now is all you need. So I guess I'll end, but I will sort of wrap up by sort of proposing to you, if you are thinking that there's something missing or there's a little thing you want to chase, ask yourself, what difference would it make? If there is a missing piece and you found it or you started implementing that one little thing that's going to be this magical thing, how different would you feel? What would it accomplish for you that you don't have now? Would you lose 1 more pound, half a kilo? Would you, but again, I'm talking to the people that already feel well, that are already at their goal or close to it or very well on their way. How big a difference would you expect if you changed something? Or are you perfectly happy and well and content now? I think that's a question worth asking, particularly if you are always chasing something. And I have a video and a blog post, actually. I'll link to both. I call it take an information vacation, right? Because we're inundated, again, with the podcast and the blogs and the websites and the forums and the Facebook groups and all the stuff, the Instagram accounts. And so it's easy to become convinced that there is something else you should be doing or you have to do, or like you're not going to be optimal until you do X, Y, and Z million other things. And I think that works against some people. Like, you become afraid to trust yourself even though you're doing really well. I think it's valuable to take a break from the keto social media. I call that information vacation. You just step away. If you want to still listen to podcasts, you still want to watch YouTube, great. Find another hobby for a few days or weeks, like something else that you're interested in besides keto. Architecture, astronomy, I want to say cooking, but then you're going to fall down like keto recipe rabbit holes. Gardening, sewing, electronics, I don't know, whatever. Because stepping away from the keto social media is going to give your brain a break from that inundation with the latest and greatest and the newest, even though there really isn't anything new under the sun with all this. And it's going to give you a little bit of freedom from the worrying and the feeling that you should be chasing, trying, tweaking, changing every new little thing that comes along. So that's it. That's it. Are you waiting to arrive, or are you already there? That's it. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.